Age fans, people interwebs, it's me, Salmon SG1, back for another Star Trek review, yes. And I'm going to be doing this, issue 3 of Star Trek, the official Starships collection. This week's issue, Klingon Bird of Prey, Kavor or Burrell, who knows. Because basically they're exactly the same design, it's just that, I'll get into that in a minute anyway. As per usual, magazine and the ship itself. Now, Klingon Bird of Prey was operated by the KDF, Klingon Defence Force. You see, now there's been several classes of this. This one, apparently in this case, is a Burrell class. Now the Burrell ones are the small ones. You know, usually crew of 10 or 12, and they are scout ships. There's also a D-12 scout ship, which was the Bird of Prey in Generations, the IKS Chajaw, to be precise, commanded by Lesa and Beto. There have also been Kavor, and they're the huge Birds of Prey. The ones that go up against the Enterprise D quite a lot in the early, sort of mid Season 3 Next Generation. 139 metres, deck 6, crew 36, according to this. Top speed warp 9, 2 phaser disruptor cannons, 1 photon torpedo launcher. Now, no, that's not correct. They also have an aft torpedo launcher, because when the Defiant was rescuing the crew of the Prakesh, the Cardassian cruiser Prakesh, Gul Dukat ship, they were engaging the Klingon Birds of Prey, the Burrell classes, and one seemed to fire aft torpedoes. So they have 2 torpedo launchers. But yeah, I mean, as the magazine, it tells you basically about the Klingon Bird of Prey. Got a nice shot from Star Trek 4 there, which is pretty cool. What's it called? HMS Bounty, but what was it called originally? Bear with me, I should have had this ready. Let's see. It was renamed HMS Bounty in Star Trek 4 by James T. Kirk. It was Commander Krug's Bird of Prey. Krug being commanded by none other than Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown himself, and the original Klingon name was the IKS Quel'Poch. So yeah, basically just showing you different sort of images of the Birds of Prey there, and again going into some nice information about it. General Martok, probably the best Klingon ever, because of course Martok's Bird of Prey was the IKS Rotarin. Some lovely images there of the various modes. You know, you've got your attack mode, you've got your flight mode, and then you've got your landing mode. Where else? Again, the obligatory the tech specs, which are fucking gorgeous. They really are very nice. I like those a lot. Again, doing the similar thing of showing you key positions. You know, main bridge, disruptor cannons, torpedo launchers. You know, warp drive, impulse engines and stuff. So yeah, it's, you know, again, designing the Bird of Prey. You know, because originally the script called for the Romulan Bird of Prey, right, because the Birds of Prey had been Romulan ships in the original series. Now, in the original series, the episode The Enterprise Incident, in which Kirk and Spock go on a clandestine mission to steal a Romulan cloaking device, and Kirk has got to pretend to be, you know, slightly going over the rails, a bit depressed, a bit going, you know, I'm Captain Kirk, I'll do what the fuck I like, kind of thing, and, you know, so anyway, it's an all clandestine thing. Basically, the mission is to go and steal a Romulan cloaking device so they can study it, because the Treaty of Algernon forbids the Federation from developing cloaking technology. That was after the Earth-Romulan War, that was the deal. It was, right, the Romulans can have cloaks, but the Federation is not allowed. One exception being the Defiant. The agreement with the Romulans states that they could only use it in the Gamma Quadrant. So yeah, and the original script called for the Birds of Prey, but because the Klingons were in more episodes in the original series, they decided to go with the Klingons. And Leonard Nimoy, the director, of course played Spock, he directed Star Trek 4, he liked the name Bird of Prey, so it stuck. Because, and I'm just slightly off topic there, I've missed some out, the major thing, because in the original series episode The Enterprise Incident, it's originally what I'm getting to, the point I was trying to make originally, the Klingons and the Romulans have always been blood enemies, but however, they did have a brief alliance, and in that alliance, the Klingons gave the Romulans a load of D7 class ships in exchange for cloaking devices. That's why the Klingons can cloak as well. The alliance didn't last long, obviously. So yeah, and this section is just basically showing you the design, again how they filmed it, how big the model was and stuff, and showing you the different, there mentions it there as well. But yeah, some really nice colour pictures, and the fact that they kept the design, even though they called it the Bird of Prey, they even painted bird wings on the bottom, which is still pretty cool. Here we go, here's the film in the Bird of Prey. Look at the size of that model, that's fucking huge. But yeah, I mean the Bird of Prey has been in every series apart from Voyager. And in Deep Space Nine they used a lot of CG Birds of Prey because the Birds of Prey get fucked over by the Dominion quite a lot. Again, just showing you the sort of key episodes that featured it. I'd say first appearance Star Trek, Through the Search for Spock, TV appearances in Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, designed by Nilo Rodis, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and Bill George. So yeah, and again the nice the picture of the Bird of Prey on the back there. Very nice, and I have to say, I am very impressed with this model. Again, you get the standard affair of the stand with the translucent connector port there, with the Bird of Prey and the serial number on the bottom. Serial number to the model, not the actual ship. And there's the ship itself. Very, very nice. And another thing, you very rarely get Birds of Prey in flight mode, and they look very graceful in this mode, because I've got the Corgi Bird of Prey here, which is again an awesome design, but it's in attack mode, and this is usually how you find it. So I mean they're not so far out of scale. This is slightly bigger, but I mean you can have it as different classes. You can have this one as a slightly beefed up one. And the thing is as well, the Birds of Prey usually are painted differently as well. I mean this one's got sort of darker panels in the wings, but it's entirely up to you how you it's entirely up to the Klingons themselves how they do it. And but yeah, it's very, very nice. I do like this one. Again, the only issue I've got is it's missing the I believe they are house Klingon house logos, symbols. I'm not quite sure what that one is, because I don't actually have Klingon logos on, and it's also missing the sort of Klingon name. So you've got some Klingon writing on the side there. That's the Corgi one. This one doesn't have that, but again, that's just a very minor nitpick at all. In fact, it's not even a nitpick, it's just an alteration. But they have this, compared to how bad the 1701 was in the last issue, this is a fucking another step up. This is got to be a 9 or a 10. But yeah, it's looking amazing. You got all the panel lines in there. You even got the shade of dirt and rust and stuff, because the Klingons don't give a shit about that kind of stuff. They don't give a crap it's dirty, or they even don't have personal hygiene. You can smell a Klingon a mile away. They don't get, they don't like bathing. They don't see the point of it. And it's really nice. And like I say, you very rarely get it in this in the flight mode. You always get it in attack mode. It'd be nice to have the ability to choose your own. If they could put rotation joints in the wings, so you can angle it down, angle it up. But again, that's just swings and roundabouts. It's nice that we've got it in this mode. Excuse me. But yeah, that's me. That is the Klingon Bird of Prey. Apparently Burrell class in this case. But yeah, I do like this. This is good. More please, more please. Next week's issue is NX-01. Enterprise NX-01. Looking forward to that. So yeah, there it is attached to the stand, attached to the back, and the combined warp and impulse engine, and it stands rather nicely actually. It's very cool, very, very cool indeed. It'd be nice to have it in the middle, but then again, I suppose it'll be, you know, quite over there. But I don't think you've got a second choice with this. Let's just check. Let's see if you can do it. No, you can only display that in one position, but it's fine. It's fine. I like it. It's good. So that's me. That's the Bird of Prey. I will. It's gonna fall off there. Like I say, next week's NX01, and I will catch you all later. So I'll see you out there.